Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. This is a historic type of meeting we're having tonight, and I'm so glad you joined us for our Grade 8 Information Night. My name is Dawn Dodham. I'm the head of guidance here at Cedarbrae Collegiate, and we welcome you to this evening, and we are very glad you're here. I'm going to ask Mr. Barnes at this time to read to us. He's one of our VPs. He's going to read to us the land acknowledgement. So could we switch this slide, Mr. Grover?
Thank you, Ms. Dodham. We acknowledge we are hosted on the lands of the Mississaugas of the Anishinaabe, the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, and the Wendat. We also recognize the enduring presence of all First Nations, Métis, and Inuit peoples.
Thank you, Mr. Barnes. So our agenda for tonight, you've seen pretty much already as you've been waiting what we're going to look at. I'm going to do a few introductions for you. I'm going to talk a little bit about the grade 9 program, areas of studies, school supports and opportunities. You're going to have that video presentation and then some subject presentations. So first things first, let's move to the next slide, and I'm going to introduce to you our administration. First, I'd like to introduce Ms. Richard Sauer, who is our principal. So if we could just say hello, Ms. Sauer, so people can see you.
Hello, everyone.
And then we have Mr. Barnes, one of our vice principals. Mr. Barnes, are you there? He read, I know he already read, so I know he's there. We have Mr. Grover, who's been talking to you and letting you know what's been going on so far. And we have Ms. Spencer, who is also here with us tonight. And greetings. So this is our admin team at Cedarbrae. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to ask Ms. Richard Sauer to give you a few words of greeting and give you a little information about Cedarbrae and the school.
Thank you, Ms. Dodham, and good evening, everyone. We're very appreciative that you are here today, and we're also very grateful that you can join us. And echoing Ms. Dodham, we are indeed in historic times that normally we would love to see you in the auditorium, greet you and have you tour our beautiful building, but we must adjust to the times, and thank you for being here, and we're making history together. So Cedarbrae is a wonderful school. I am very proud to be part of a wonderful team of teachers, vice principals, office staff, serving our community, our families, and most importantly, our students. And as you are here tonight, I am quite sure you're interested in many things, but first and foremost, it is about success of your children who you will be trusting to us, we hope, in September. And the kind of atmosphere of care and safety, I'm sure, are very important to you. And we take that also very seriously, and it is our #1 priority. Falling under the umbrella of success, we can assure you that we do create and offer you a caring and safe environment. We have teachers who are committed to taking care of students, not just their academic, but also their emotional and social needs, offering them experiences in and out of the classroom so that we can take care of the full human being that your children are. And we also ensure that we prepare them with meaningful learning experiences so that they can be set up for great success and a very bright future. We have a number of students who come out of Cedarbrae going on to post-secondary school with great success. Last year, for example, we had a beautiful, beautiful young lady who won, and I'm going to repeat the numbers because it is quite amazing, the Schulich Scholarship with $100,000 in scholarship monies to study. And that is coming out of Cedarbrae because of the great community that we serve, the great students, and also because of the great teachers that we have that are committed to serving students. So if I could ask Mr. Grover to move on to the next slide. So like all TDSB schools, we are governed by the vision of the board, and our guiding principles come out of what is called the multi-year strategic plan. And you can see at the very top, the well-being of our students is very important to us. And we do so by ensuring that we're always looking at serving students from a point of view of equity, so that we can support students and put all things in place so that they can achieve the academic success that I know parents want, and certainly that students want, and that will help them to set up for the future. And to do so, of course, we have to have responsive programs. So we have a wide range of programs at Cedarbrae, and you will find out more from Ms. Dottam and from the teachers. We also have teachers with a wide range of skills and subject qualifications to serve those students, so that every student can find a place where they can belong, can find programs where they can thrive and enjoy, and also feel that they are leaving with something for the future. We also value an academic mindset here. And as you know, we have moved towards academic pathways. And in grade 9, you will notice that courses will be offered at the academic level for the most part, moving away from applied courses, because there is enough research and data out there to show that with the right support, all students can succeed in these courses, and they need to succeed because these courses keep doors open. So our core courses, math, science, English, geography, French, will be offered at the academic level. And we have all kinds of supports in place. And of course, we'll always keep the lines of communications open with parents to ensure that students are getting the supports that they need to succeed in these pathways. Thank you. Next slide. And the last thing I'll speak about is optional attendance. There are many ways to come to Cedarbrae. The most common way is that this is your home school. It is a school in your catchment area, which means that it aligns with your address. So most students do come to us because it is their home school. They live in the areas where their address feeds into this school. But we also have optional attendance, where parents may feel that for one reason or another that they want to go to a school outside of their areas. Just so you know, we have limited capacity to take students outside of our area because our building can only take so many. However, there is an application process that you can follow. You can get the form online. It is now available on the TDSB website. You can also get that form from your elementary school. And there are some important deadlines for you to follow. The application, if you are interested, and if there are parents here for whom Cedarbrae is not their home school, they would need to fill this form out. And that form needs to get to us by January 29th of next year, 2021. It's amazing, we're already talking about 2021. And by February the 12th, we will inform parents of the decision based on our capacity to take students outside of our area, based on the space that we have to accommodate students. So again, I would like to thank you for being here, and thank you for considering Cedarbrae, and we certainly look forward to serving all of our incoming grade 8 students. And Cedarbrae is a wonderful school, and I am very proud to be the principal. So I'm going to pass it over back to Ms. Dottam, and thank you again.
Thank you, Ms. Richard-Sauer. Mr. Grover, could we have the next slide? So what are we here for tonight? Well, we want to give you some information about the programs that you're going to go going to be looking at here at Cedarbrae, what courses you're going to take, just to give you a little bit of a picture of what Cedarbrae is all about. So if we can move on to the next slide, we will get started with that. Here at Cedarbrae, we offer the regular English program. It's called the regular track program, but we also have extended French and we have immersion French. We also have something that's called LEAP, and it's a literacy enrichment academic program. And this is for students that have had some gaps in their education. And it is a process where the elementary school applies to the board and then the students are then placed at Cedarbrae. We also have English as a second language. And this is for students that are pretty much new to the country and need a little extra support with learning the English language. So we do offer a variety of programs. Next, please. Next slide, sir. So when you come to high school, we have some very specific, well, every school has some very specific things that you have to do to get your Ontario Secondary School Diploma. So you have to earn 30 credits. Right now you're taking classes and they're not necessarily worth a credit. So in getting this diploma, you need 30 of those. 18 of them are compulsory courses. Those are things that the Ministry of Education has said you have to take in order to graduate. And then you get some choice by taking 12 elective or optional subjects. And those are the words that we use interchangeably, just so you understand. So if we talk about optional subjects or elective, those are the ones that you have choice with. Now, the difference between high school and grade 9 is that to earn the credit, so say you're taking your academic English and you want to earn that credit, the minimum mark you have to earn in that class is 50% to get your credit. And you need that grade 9 English credit to move on to the grade 10 English credit, the grade 10 to move on to the 11, and the 11 to move on to 12. But we know that you're going to aim for higher than 50% because you have the ability to do that. So just so you keep in mind, one course equals one credit. Also, the other things that you will have to do in grade 10, there is the literacy test that you write, and then there is the completion of the 40 hours of volunteer service, and that's 40 hours minimum. If you want to do a lot more than that, that's great. It shows leadership and initiative when you do a lot more than 40 hours of community service. But that's how you get your diploma. Next slide, please. Next. So what do you have to take in grade 9? Every student has to take 8 subjects. 5 of those subjects are what are called compulsory core courses: English, French, geography, science, and mathematics. And all of these are part of the Ministry of Education and the TDSB initiative academic pathways. So let's go to the next slide and see what those codes actually look like for you. What are you going to look for when you do your course selection on My Blueprint? So in grade 9, as I said, you have to take English, French, geography, science, and math. So when you're doing your My Blueprint course selection, and this will be for any high school in TDSB this coming September, you're going to look for a code that says ENG1D, and it usually has a 1 at the end of it. Now, how do you read the course code? The first 3 letters tell you the subject, the 1 tells you it's grade 9, D says academic, and if it ends with a 1, it means teach this to me in English. French, we have FSF, that is the core French. Then we have immersion, which is FIF, and extended FEF. So these are the different codes that you will be looking at based on the program that you want to go into. With geography, we offer the geography CGC1D in English, in extended French, and in immersion French. And you'll see a little bit more about this later. And then science is SNC1D. And there's supposed to be a new code coming out from the Ministry of Education, supposedly this month, but we have not seen it yet. So Just in case it doesn't come out, the course code you're going to look for is MPM1D. But all of those are going to be set up really easily in my blueprint for you. We've set it up in such a way that you can find those courses really easily. So that's 5, but I said you have to take 8 subjects. So let's go to the next slide and see where you've got a little bit of choice. Okay, so everybody has to take physical and health education. So everybody has to take gym, and we offer gym in both English and in French. So everybody's going to take gym, and gym is, by the way, either male or female. So we separate that English or French. Then you get to choose one course between what we call the elective areas, and that includes business, family studies, learning strategies, and exploring technologies. And you'll hear a little bit more about those courses from the teachers that work in that area. You also need to choose one more course, and that's in the arts area. And so here at Cedarbrae, for grade 9, we offer you either visual arts. The visual arts for the English program is Aboriginal visual arts. It has an Aboriginal focus to it. And the visual arts for the French has a different code, and it's AVI 105 or AVI 104. We also offer you 2 instrumental music, vocal music, or keyboarding, but you have to choose only one of those. So how are you going to choose those? Think about what you like the most. What do you want to try out? What do you want to see in your future? What's your pathway? Where do you want to go? You know, what are you good at? If you're good at art, do you want to take art? If you want to try drama, do you want to do drama? And that's how you choose those subjects. Base it on your skills and what you're interested in and just what you want to try out. That's why we call it the elective or the optional subjects. It's your choice. Next slide, please. So just so we have a little bit of information for our immersion extended students, you will get a little bit more of this later, but we offer for students in the extended and the immersion, of course, we would offer you French in French, but we offer you geography in French, phys ed in French, the mathematics and science for the immersion students could be in French, and we also offer you the visual arts in both the extended and the immersion French. So you do have some good choices here with respect to what you do. And if you notice, there's a lot of possibility of taking French courses in grade 9. So it helps give you a really strong foundation for your grade 10, 11, and 12 immersion and extended program. There we go, areas of study. We'll move straight to the next one from here. So what does Cedarbrae actually have to offer you in the different areas of study? Next slide, please. We have lots of different things, a lot of diversity. And as you can see, we've got the arts, the business and computer studies, co-op, English, Canadian World Studies and social sciences, which means family studies, geography, history. And in that area, you're talking about law and politics and psychology and sociology and clothing and foods and all kinds of different things. But we give you a diversity, next slide please, Mr. Grover, so that it leads you to a pathway that you might be interested in. It helps you develop your talents. Next slide. We also offer things in French, and of course we have math and phys ed and science and the technological studies, things like automotive, construction, architecture, design, photography, lots of different things. So everything that we offer in this building will actually lead you towards a pathway, either an apprenticeship, college, university, workplace, whatever your pathway is after high school. So Mr. Tressauer mentioned our scholarship winner of the Schulich $100,000 towards tuition, but I want to let you know too, in 2018 and 2019, we were very proud to have 2 of our graduates who graduated from Cedarbrae in areas, very different areas of studies. One was going into computer science, one was going into business, but they were both one of the top 5 students in TDSB. They earned the average in the top 5 kids in all of TDSB. So Our motto here at Cedarbrae, and it has been our motto since the school opened 60 or so years ago. Pardon me for those who speak Latin, I don't speak it very well, but it is Hic Patet Ingenius Campus, which means here is a place where your talents thrive, and that's our goal. We want you to pick courses that are going to help you develop your talents, your skills, your potential, and build on who you are as a person. That's our goal here at Cedarbrae. Next slide, please. So we have a couple of special programs. So next slide, Mr. Grover. One of them is the grade 9 STEM program, so science, technology, engineering, mathematics. And really, this is a specialized program where students learn collaboratively, project-based, hands-on, working in a cohort together, learning problem-solving skills and creative critical thinking, and they learn together as a cohort. So students will indicate an interest in this program on their course selection sheet in My Blueprint or on the paper course selection sheet, but in My Blueprint. Then those who have shown an interest will ask you a couple of questions, finding out why you want to be part of the STEM program. We will put you in a group of students that work all together 3 periods a day. And as you can see, I'm thinking we're going back to the semester system next year. We usually do it first semester. And then you choose your classes that are business, science, and English. Those are the 3 that you have to choose as a group. And you work with each other in the same classes, all as one group, just as you do right now in grade 8 as a cohort. So that's specifically for grade 9s. Next slide, Mr. Grover. Next slide. So we have 2 specialist high skills majors here in Cedarbrae. We have one that's in construction technology. And the next slide, please, Ms. Grover. And then we have one that is in business. Now, specialist high skills major doesn't mean that you have to do anything different in choosing your subjects. What it means is that you're going to take your Englishes, your maths, your sciences, you're going to take a co-op because you need to. For business, you're going to take business courses, a certain number of business courses. In construction technology, you're going to take a certain number of construction courses, architectural design, construction engineering, custom woodworking. In the construction schism, you need to take a science or a business, and in the business, you are doing more English, math, business, and co-op. So why is this important? You also get to do specialized certificates in this area, either in construction or in business, not yet. And those are going to help you get into programs later on that are based in the construction or the business area, and you earn a diploma with a red seal on it. So next slide, and I will go a little quicker. So what do we have in this building that's going to help you? We are going to have, next slide now, the student resources that we have here are computer labs, music rooms, the cafeteria, the fitness room, the breakfast club, all these you're going to see. And how are we going to support you? We have our special ed department. We have a resource room for all students who need to get a little extra help in their classes, whether they have an IEP or not. We have English language support. We have social workers. We have a child and youth worker. We have people in this building to support you. Next slide, please. And student services. So that's guidance. What do we do for you? Well, we're your parents away from home, really. So we're here to answer questions for you, to listen to how you're doing, what you're doing in school, what are you interested in. As you can see on the screen, we help you with study skills, time management, course selection, anything that you want to talk to us about. That's what we're here for. We're here to support you through high school and get you to the finish line of earning your diploma. So again, as I said, we're like your parents away from home, and you tell us anything that you want to tell us, and we listen and we don't judge. So we're here for you at school. Parental involvement is our next section. And in that, we really want your parents to be involved with the school. It's a partnership between you and your parents and the teachers and us here at school. And we want your parents to be part of our school council to help support and give ideas of how they would like the school to run, things they want to see happen in the school. We also want your parents to be part of parent-teacher interviews and be aware of your academic progress and your attendance, and get in touch with us if they have any concerns, so they want to talk to us about what's going on. So talking to teachers or guidance or admin. It is really important that we work as a team together as student, parent, teacher, and administration in the school. So we usually have a lot of extracurricular opportunities, but this year has been a little bit of a challenge. So extracurricular opportunities, we usually have a lot of sports teams going on. We have groups called the Student Activity Council, the Cedarbrae Athletic Association, our art club, our track and field, rugby, robotics, gaming club, translation, lots of different things going on. Unfortunately, this year we can't quite have as many as we can't have as many as we want because of the situation we're in, but we are looking forward to offering these again to you. Next slide, please, Mr. Grover. So I have a couple of pictures of different things that have happened in the school for you just to see, and we can just go through those a little quickly. So some different activities, barbecues, Halloween, we had a carnival, and then with the sports, we have a variety of different sports that happen. We have our championship field hockey team. We've had volleyball, hockey, girls hockey, boys hockey, that's ice hockey too, rugby, all kinds of different things. So what are we going to do next in this presentation? Let's see what Cedarbrae is all about. So we're going to move on to our video presentation. And as Mr. Grover said, this is a video that was put together by one of our students, Amin, who is a grade 12 communication technology student. And he put this together to give us an idea, to give you an idea of what Cedarbrae is all about.
So we're going to start with the departments at 7:10. So my apologies there, but it is a great video. So here we go, guys.
Half left, paper right. Happy Friday, have a wonderful day.
I'm Ms. Donham. I'm the head of guidance here at Cedarbrae Collegiate.
Hi, I'm Mr. DiCarlo. I'm one of the guidance counselors here.
Hi everyone, I'm Karen Vollmer. I'm one of the guidance counselors here at Cedarbrae.
Hi Cedarbrae, I'm Miss Richard Sauer and I am the principal of Cedarbrae.
Hi, my name is Ms. Spencer. I'm one of the vice principals here at Cedarbrae Collegiate.
Hello,
I'm one of the vice principals here, and my name is Mr. Barnes.
Hello everybody, my name is Michael Grover and I'm one of the vice principals here at Cedarbrae.
Part of a club called SAC, also known as the Student Advisory Council.
We also host events such as Spirit Week and Carnival.
It is a great leadership opportunity that you should definitely pursue.
We hope you choose Cedarbrae.
Thank you.
À Cedarbrae, we the French, on poursuit l'excellence pour vos enfants.
Avec des cours passionnants,
des professeurs engageants,
des qualifications à vie,
ainsi que des lieux universitaires.
Une équipe diverse et inclusive.
On vous accueillera chez nous.
Et vous direz, we the Brae, we the Brae, Brae.
SHSM, we got 3 of them. Business, carpentry, construction.
Different year here at Cedarbrae has led to a very different approach with respect to cleaning, sanitizing, and keeping workspaces separate. Specifically designed projects keep students engaged, safe, and separated using entirely different tools and skill sets. Separating cohorts allows for the hands-on style of teaching to continue.
let's go, come on!
If you're a person who loves technology, Cedarbrae offers the best tech programs.
If you like taking pictures, this photography course is the best for you. We learn how to use Photoshop and explore different elements of photography.
We'd like to welcome you to the library. One of the key features that we have are the student lounges. We have 2 key sections that you can sit in.
We also have an awesome selection of graphic novels. We know students love manga, and we constantly are updating it to have the newest and latest titles. It's not a typical thing you see in the library, but we have a fitness space. This is an awesome space, and we hope that you'll come to Cedarbrae next year and participate in it and enjoy it. Thanks a lot, everybody.
Okay, so we've readjusted the time, so just so everyone has a chance to see those here. So we are going to begin now with the program review meetings. So we're just 10 minutes behind. So apologies there. Thank you, Ms. Richard-Sauer, for updating the times for us. And I'm just going to get the video queued back up again. Sorry, the slides queued back up again.
And just so you know, we are going to post our presentation and the video on our Cedarbrae website. So you will be able to see that again and share it with your friends if you wish to, but it will be posted on our website. So it will be something that you can actually see.
And I should also acknowledge that this was done by students.
Yes.
And these are some of the wonderful things that you can do in our technology department under the tutorship of our wonderful teachers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Mr. Hess, we're actually going to turn it over to you now. So we're going to present the French slides. Hopefully I've got the right ones up here.
I'm here. Bonjour, bonsoir, hello, and bienvenue. Welcome to our evening. I'm so grateful to see so many of you here tonight. It's fantastic that we got such a great turnout. I've been running these evenings in other schools for a number of years now, and I've never seen such a wonderful turnout. So I'm really, really glad to be able to present to you our French program at the school. So I'm going to try and keep it a bit brief so that to allow everybody else to speak. But hopefully you'll get a nice idea of what we're offering in our languages program at Cedarbrae. So yeah, here at Cedarbrae, we are the Brae. So we're trying to, I'm new to the school. I was here a couple of years ago, but this year I'm back in a leadership role, which I'm really excited about you know, bringing my passion for languages to the college, and hopefully, you know, invigorating our department to really encourage the learning of languages. So this evening I want to discuss with you a little bit about the core programs, some of our offerings for extended and immersion, and also the opportunities that we have in Spanish. Okay, so for the majority, for all of you, you will all be doing some kind of French course in grade 9. The majority of you who are not in extended or immersion will be taking part in a core program. We also have at Cedarbrae our extended and immersion programs. And finally, which is another great reason to come to Cedarbrae, is we also offer a Spanish program, which is not offered at many other schools. So if that's something that interests you, it's something that would start in grade 10, and you can choose it alongside French. So you could potentially leave the school with 2 languages under your belt as well as English, so you could potentially be on the pathway to be trilingual. Okay, so our core French offering is from grade 9 all the way through to grade 12. As you can see from the first 2 codes, these are academic programs. We no longer offer applied programs, as was mentioned in the introduction. We are running an academic pathways program. So all of our core offerings are either at the academic level or the open level, something I will discuss briefly in a moment. Once you get to grade 11 and 12, these are university programs, which is why they have the U next to them. And if you are to complete all 4 of these levels and go all the way through to grade 12 with your French, you will receive a certificate of achievement. And something to mention here in grade 12, we are also looking to introduce the DELF program, which is an internationally recognized French qualification, which credits your level. So our extended French program, I know there was a couple of questions referring to this earlier, is different to our immersion program in that you simply do not do the math or science in French. That would be done in English, and you would still be able to get these 2 certificates of bilingualism, either the honors certificate or the certificate. And the big difference, the main difference there is the 1 course credit. For the immersion, it's the same idea. It's the difference between the honors and the certificate is the one course credit there. You would do 11 French immersion for the honors and 10 French immersion course credits for the certificate. So briefly, here are some of our immersion and extended courses that are offered in the school. I won't spend too long on this because I know Miss Dodham did a fantastic job, and actually her slide explained it perfectly. Just to repeat what we said earlier, maths and science are your main ones that separate the extended to the immersion program. We have 4 main units, 4 main strands, which are the reading, writing, oral, and your listening. And all of our programming is based around metacognitive skills, which is all about taking things out into the context of a real environment. I really try and encourage the department to stay away from conjugation, from verb tables, and to bring in some new modern language learning techniques to help you learn any language. We have a number of French activities going on in the school, as well as a number of Spanish activities. Obviously this year it's a bit constrained, but we have, for example, a French school newspaper that we'll be looking to run again next year. We also go on a number of excursions from grade 10 onwards. We have a comprehensive program which brings students straight through from grade 9 all the way through to grade 12 and offers them mentorship in the form of the Imani program, which helps them develop their mentoring skills to get to university. We have links to Glendon College, which is the French university, as well as the University of Toronto Scarborough campus. And we have links to a 5-week language program in Quebec for those of you that are interested. Why would you learn a new language? Well, some reasons here. You are more likely to earn up to 20% more. Money is usually a good motivator. Intelligence. Okay, so it's said that people that learn a second language have a better memory, better ability to multitask, and also that opportunity to travel and open the door to other worlds and discover other countries. And also it has been said that those that speak a second language are slightly more attractive. I'll let you be the judge of that.
So on that note, Mr. Hess, thank you so very much. We're going to turn it over now.
Mr. Grover, can I just have one last thing? If you just skip one more slide, please. There's something very important that I would like to mention, and that is from my extended and immersion people, just that one here, yeah. So if anybody is interested in our immersion or extended programs, please look out for our info session that I'm going to be running specifically for these programs on the 8th of December. I will be contacting your guidance counselors directly. And if you want to follow us, you can follow us at Cedarbrae on Twitter to check out what we're doing on a daily basis. Merci beaucoup. Bonne soirée.
Thank you, Mr. Hess. So we're going to move now on to the tech program, and they've prepared for us actually a video. Hopefully this one plays a little quicker and a little more effectively. So, Mr. Andolina, thank you for putting that video together for us. Really appreciate it. So we're going to move on for the sake of time. We're going to move on to the business program. Mr. Reznicki, are you there?
I am.
All right. So, like I said, about a 3-second lag. Just let me know when we're ready to go here.
All right, everybody. Just wanted to quickly touch base on the business studies program at Cedarbrae, starting with our grade 9 BTT course. And one of the best parts of this course is it's not going to only help your child in business courses. This course is going to introduce them to software like Microsoft Office, Google Docs, and we've integrated a big part of this grade 9 information and communication technology course is the communication piece, using software like Zoom and Google Meet to better present to their audience in this new world we're finding ourselves in. So kids, we know, want to be on their phones, they want to be on computers, they want to be on technology, and we want to teach them how to use it right to get the best output. So this can be used for all courses: English, math, science, tech, languages. So this course really sets them up to produce great work and presentations for all courses. Next slide, please. All right. After they take that grade 9 course, we then expand our business into our marketing and accounting and leadership programs, as well as international business. In business, we offer a lot of courses at the U&M level to get students ready for university and college, as well as opportunities for apprenticeship programs when we integrate with other departments in the school. Next slide, please. One of the big things Ms. Dodham already touched on was our SHISM program, which is fairly new. In the last couple of years, we've built this SHISM program. One of the great benefits that I love seeing is the introduction of business into courses outside of core business courses like English, math, science. Each of those teachers will work with your child to give them specialized curriculum that reflects business and the subject they teach specifically. And once they graduate, they get their red seal, and there's unique and exclusive excursions and learning activities for students who decide to join our business SHISM. All right, one of the big co-curricular parts, and this starts for grade 9, is our DECA program. DECA is essentially a case study competition. We compete against not just students at Cedarbrae or Toronto, but in fact, we compete around the world. DECA is one of the biggest co-curricular activities available to students. It helps students build their resume, networking with the business community. We actually have people come into the school from the business community and work with your students on better presenting and better creating case study competition results. We are also the regional host school. We have over 2,500 people attend Cedarbrae. Usually it would be this week. This year it's canceled, but going forward, I'm sure it will be back for 2021. Just a reminder, grade 9, choose business studies. The course again is BTT 101, Introduction to Information and Communication Studies. Thank you, Mr. Grover.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Reznicki. Much appreciated. Okay, so at this point, we're going to just hear briefly now from the Family Studies program for Social Sciences and Family Studies. Ms. Beckford, are you ready to speak?
So good afternoon, good night, everybody. Good evening, everybody. So Family Studies course, it's, could you just, next slide, please. This is saying hi to everybody. So I sort of included the teachers. We have dedicated teachers in the department. And I'm new to the department anyway, but I just put this together quickly. So Family Studies is a multidisciplinary area. It consists of several different courses. We have courses from grade 9 all the way up to grade 12, college courses, university courses, and so on. For this evening's presentation, I'm going to focus on the HIF course, which is the course that your child would be taking when they come to Cedarbrae Collegiate. So Okay, so HIF course, it gives students a chance to focus on things like relationships, family dynamics, setting goals, and not just setting goals, but how do they achieve those goals? So for example, if a child says she wants to be a teacher, that's fine, that's perfect, but how are you going to get there? So first, you want to finish high school, okay? What are you going to do to finish high school? So step-by-step goals, long-term goals, short-term goals. Also, decision-making process. Some decisions take a short time to make, some take a longer time to make, and communication model also very, very important. So a little idea of what the department looks like, just a little part of it anyway. So let us take a walk through and have an idea of the physical and some of the resources that we have in the department. So here would be your food lab, and looks nice and clean and equipped. Next slide, please. You can see where we have modern equipment. If we go to the next slide, that's a nice standing mixer that students will get to use, because in HIF, students get to do a little bit of cooking, a little bit of sewing, and all the other things that I've mentioned, like relationships and decision-making, goal setting, and things like that. Those are just some of the books for different courses. And also in the grade 11 course, there's a parenting course where students get to take the babies home, and parents don't necessarily like that because, they may make noise because they cry like real babies, but the kids love it and, enjoy doing it. So that's just one of the other courses that we offer. And these are just some of the things that students have done, especially at this time where, with the COVID thing, they made masks. And again, because the quad was not as long, as much time for them to do things that they would normally do, like make garments. So these are just some designs that students have made. And there you see a student actually working on her design. And if we move on a little bit, next slide, please. And there you see, if you can see for as far as you can see, you notice that students are working, but they are really set apart so that, because we're making sure that they are safe and they have enough area for them to work on. So the big concept is that HIF course, the real name of the course is Exploring Family Studies, and it includes like goal setting, decision making, communication models, health relationships, all of these topics are topics that are necessary for life, not just for now, but no matter what they do in life, they will need these skills that they learn in family studies in the HIF program, and also helps them to move along to become global citizens. And so I'm hoping that I will see your child come September in the HIF course. Thank you very much. Have a great night.
Thank you so much, Ms. Beckford. That was... Okay, so at this moment, we're just going to introduce the Special Education Department, one of the Student Support Departments. Ms. Johnson, are you available to take over?
Yes, I am. Hi, everybody.
Oh.
Hey.
So I'm the head of the Special Education and Student Success Department at Cedarbrae. So I'm just going to take a couple minutes, introduce you to a couple of unique things that Cedarbrae has to try to support our students. So the Special Education Department, we work with students who have IEPs, so individual education plans, and we also work with students that don't have those plans. So we, at the beginning of the year, will develop those IEPs, and then we'll work with those students. So next slide. So one of the courses that we offer students with IEPs is our learning strategies courses. And in there, we're working on literacy, numeracy, communication, and planning skills. So we want to help you to build skills that are going to help you become successful in the classroom in your other classes. Next slide. For those classes, we have them in grades 9, 10, 11, and 12. And each year for students that have an IEP, you are able to take a GLE class once per year to help get support not only with your GLE class, but in that class, you also work on your other classes for support. The curriculum is there. I'm not going to go over it in too much detail, but we are focusing on literacy and numeracy skills in the GLE classes to help build those communication skills for all of your classes in the school. The other thing that's really unique is we have the resource room. The resource room helps all students in the school, so you do not need an IEP to access the room. And in the room, we have a teacher that's in the room and an educational assistant, and they work with the students on all of their classes. So they can get math support, English support, whatever they want. Right now, due to COVID, we have a restriction on the number of students that come up there, and the student would communicate with their teacher to gain access to come up to the room, and then they can get the support that they need up there. And next slide. I think that might be it. The other thing that we offer all students in the school is Read and Write Gold, which is a program that helps you with speech to text. So you could talk and the computer will pick up your speaking, or it will help you with your writing and communication skills with the program. So it's another thing that we offer all students at Cedarbrae. And I think that might be it. Yeah, if you do have any questions, please put them in the chat and then I'm happy to answer any questions. An IEP is an individual education plan. So it's a plan that is put together with parents and the administrators and teachers to support students within the building.
Thank you so much, Ms. Johnson. Much appreciated. Mr. Galawango, are you available to speak to the English program?
Yes, I am. Thank you, Mr. Grover. Good evening, everybody. So thank you again for attending. I'm very excited to have all of you as part of our program. I'm going to focus on the grade 9 portion of the English program at Cedarbrae. I'm the head of the English department. So this is a quick table of contents, and I modeled this program so that you would actually see the type of assignments and the type of skills that students would be doing from grade 9 all the way to grade 12. So incorporating technology, doing presentations and working on their oral communication skills is what I'm doing now. And the students, your sons and daughters will be doing the same thing when they join us at Cedarbrae next year. Next slide, please. So the grade 9 and 10 classes at Cedarbrae for English are part of the Academic Pathways program. Some of this content is directly from the TDSB website, but I'm going to summarize it with you and just let you know that the research has shown that all students can achieve when they are learning together in the grade 9 and 10 academic class. So that's why we moved away from the applied level. And the way we get everyone to achieve is by incorporating student voice and student choice, and with a heavy focus on reading. Now, the students in a lot of the cases are going to be reading a variety of different texts, which are fiction and nonfiction. And a lot of that's directed on them making choices, us supporting their choices, and taking it from there to build on their skills. The little graphic that you see right here is an example of a student project, it's called an acrostic poem. So the students take a novel that they've read and they summarize it in this artistic way based on very specific details and also general details. And these are just an example of some of the writing skills that we do in the grade 9 course. Next slide, please. So there's also a very smooth transition from the skills that the students learn in grade 9 all the way up to, the skills that they learn in grade 8, all the way up to grade 9 and 10. We are just continuing to develop the complexity and the proficiency of the reading and the writing skills. Some specifically paragraph writing, incorporating examples, also incorporating deeper level of analysis and with a larger variety of texts. Next slide, please. Another thing we've incorporated this year is the use of the platforms Brightspace and Google Classroom. These are platforms that we've used in the classroom because of COVID, but we're trying to prepare ourselves to make sure the students are using them next year and so that they can still demonstrate the same type of skills. One benefit is that we are able to invite all parents to join and see what the students are working on. And we still use these tools to support their literacy skills. So this is an example of a daily reading journal that's done digitally on Google Classroom. And this is something normally we would be doing in the classroom on a day-to-day basis, but now we've transitioned. So this is an opportunity for students to use technology, but we're still giving them, oh, the slides are going quite quickly. We're still giving them constant feedback directly to their home devices. And so one benefit of that is students and I are able to work much more closely together to keep track of their work. And also parents are able to participate and also engage in the feedback and the learning of the students. So the media studies and the oral communication are the two other strands, the two other skill sets that all English classes are going to incorporate that straight from the curriculum. And this is an overview of the curriculum strands that all of the English courses focus on. With the grade 9 next year, the students will be doing a variety of reading, different genres such as short stories, novels, articles, class journals, poetry. With the writing, again, it's different types of paragraphs. There's a large essay writing assignment, which is based on analysis of fiction and nonfiction reading, narrative writing, personal writing, as well as writing that incorporates their own experiences, whether it's the transition from grade 8 into grade 9. And a lot of the writing that we've been doing is focused on understanding and being able to communicate about this new learning environment. And we definitely recognize that students now are going through a whole new experience as students, and there's a very serious benefit of having them be able to communicate that and incorporating that into the classroom. So what I have here is this an example of a student project from the beginning of the year. I won't spend too much time on this slide, but this is just how we start the grade 9 course by looking at literary elements and literary devices and having students break them down into different elements, things like settings, things like theme, different types of conflicts. And we are incorporating this type of learning into the entire course. Another example here is just an opinion paragraph film review. Next slide, please. Again, I incorporated a lot of different examples. This is all student work directly from our Google Classroom. So this is an example of a novel that a student has chosen. It's called A Long Way Gone. It's a memoir from Ishmael Bea, who was a child soldier, now is a writer who lives in Canada. This is the image next to it is the first draft of an essay that a student's done. What I wanted to show you is the feedback that we're sending the students directly through the Google Classroom platform so that we can continue mentoring the students, whether in the classroom or through our technology that's offered. Again, what you see here is just images of the Google Classroom platform and a lot of different features that we've used to maintain the community aspect in our classes. Now that we're in the virtual space and just preparing ourselves for next year as well. There's a mind map and also some screenshots of the online classroom incorporating the chat, as well as different ways that we are incorporating communicating with the students, whether online or offline. The slide here was an example of
So forgive us, Mr. Galawango. We just, we're a bit behind. So if you just want to take a moment and wrap up, we just need to move on to the math department next.
No problem. I'm sorry about that. I just wanted to show you some different types of supports that are available for the students. We'll be very happy to support them and welcome them to our community next year. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Galawango. And sorry, everyone, that we've had to kind of press on here. So over to the math department, I believe Ms. Kilacholu is going to be speaking. Hopefully I got that right.
Mr. Grover, I'm here as well. Yeah, as well as Mr. Yakubuchi's here as well. We're just going to take turns. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. We have two math courses that we offer here at Cedarbrae. The first one that I will be speaking to is our academic pathway. This course focuses on concepts such as algebra, geometry, and measurement. This pathway is also available in French for our French immersion students if they choose to take it in their grade 9 year.
Okay, although most students will choose the academic mathematics level, Cedarbrae does offer, oh, can you back up a slide? No, thank you.
Sorry about that.
Okay. Cedarbrae does offer a locally developed compulsory credit course in grade 9 mathematics. This course emphasizes further development of mathematical knowledge related to money sense, measurement, proportional reasoning to prepare students for success in their everyday lives and in the workplace. Next slide, please.
All students in grade 9 must write the math EKO. Our grade 9 teachers do a wonderful job of preparing the students throughout the course, but we have also provided the website here on the screen for you if anybody is interested in looking at past assessments just to get an idea and practice a few questions on their own time.
Cedarbrae has a math club to work on enrichment topics and to help prepare students for mathematics competitions. Our students participate in the University of McMaster online math competition and many University of Waterloo math contests, such as the Pascal, Cayley, Fermat, and Euclid. Also, information about the University of Waterloo's Gauss contest for grade 8 students, which is on May 12, 2021, and also the high school contests, can be found at the cemc.uwaterloo.ca website.
All of our math teachers offer extra help for students who are interested in attending it outside of class time. But I also would like to bring your attention to something that you may not know of. The TVO offers free online homework help for students from grades 6 to 10. This comes in handy when you're at home and you have some questions. It's live one-on-one tutoring from Ontario teachers. They offer them Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. and on Sundays from 3:30 to 9 p.m. And the website is right on the screen there for you. You just need your OEN number to be able to register for it. Next slide, please. Oh,
right,
I think, sorry, I think Mr. Yakubuchi may be, I'm not sure if he's muted, but there's our email addresses just in case you have some questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, both Mr. Yakubuchi and Ms. Kilacholu. Much appreciated. So we're going to, at this point, we're just moving on to the science department. We got 2 more to go, and then we're going to close out. So, Mr. Jones, are you ready to go?
I am. Thank you, Mr. Grover. First of all, thank you so much to so many of you who have come out tonight to learn more about Cedarbrae, and hopefully we will be getting to know more of you in greater depth next year as you choose Cedarbrae as your school for grade 9. My name is Chris Jones. I'm the Assistant Curriculum Leader of Science at Cedarbrae. I just want to very quickly go through a little of our programming. So the grade 9 curriculum or academic pathway includes 4 strands or units, if you will. In biology, we investigate ecology and the human impact on ecosystems. In chemistry, we investigate the basic physical and chemical properties of matter. In physics, we look at simple circuits, we build simple. We also, just as an addendum, we also offer a locally developed grade 9 science. And this is just to give our students some scientific literacy for their future career. We have, to the benefit of the department, we have 8 fully equipped labs, lab classrooms in the science department. And these are really differentiated towards subjects. So we have more biology, physics, or chemistry, and junior oriented classrooms, which are excellent. We have a fully stocked chemical supply room that we use to support the chemistry units or strands in grade 9 and 10, and also our grade 11 and 12 university and college chemistry courses. We have a large biological supply. These include biological samples that can use that students can use and manipulate. We also have a wide variety of different specimens for dissection in the junior and senior grades in biology. We have 2 fully equipped physics classrooms, and these have extensive physics equipment to support that programming as well. So we have a huge amount of technology to support our programming as well. So we have a number of Chromebooks that we're using and continually augmenting the number for. So this can be used for research and different content delivery. We have data projectors, up-to-date laptops for each classroom that we use extensively to support our teaching. So everything is fully digital. And this is, again, is complemented by different digital platforms like Google Classroom and Brightspace that we actively use to support our teaching. There are different science-related extracurricular activities as well. There is the Eco Club, which science helps to support, and this is a really popular club at the school and does a lot of extremely good things for the environment in and around the school and the school community. We have a robotics program supported by Mr. in the library that we're involved in too. And of course, there's all kinds of STEM programming and also literally a STEM program at the school headed by the other assistant curriculum leader, Andrew Jones. So there's lots to do. We also participate in different biology and physics competitions at University of Toronto and Waterloo. And we always have extra help available at lunchtime to help our students get through. So there are an awful lot of different and really fantastic ways to experience science at Cedarbrae, not just at the junior, but at the senior level. And I think there was one slide that we missed there. And those slides just detail the number of courses that we have at the senior level. And I'm particularly proud that we can have such a wide offering of science-related courses, both in the university and college level at Cedarbrae. There's an awful lot to choose from there. So please explore those options, and I hope to see you in September. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Jones, and my apologies for the tech issue for missing the slide on you. So Mr. McCallum, are you ready to kind of take us through our last department, Canadian World Studies for geography?
I am. Thank
All
you.
yours, sir. Thank you so much. All right, nice. Hopefully I can do this a little better this time.
So while we get set, I just want to say welcome to all parents. The Canadian World Studies Department, as you can see, we are about everything world issues. Next slide, please. And we start at grade 9 with geography. History is done grade 10 and up. And there are several courses in history that we do. We do traveling when there's no COVID. And we also are integrally involved in Remembrance Day and other things like that. Next slide, please. For geography, we have immersion and extended. We do have it in history at grade 10 also. And we have been focusing in geography on moving away from a focus on content to teaching life skills. We have been experimenting last year and this year on a blended format where we're trying to teach online as much as possible so that when something like COVID hit, we're ready for it. Life skills we're trying to mimic some of the things being done in the business department is to teach the use of spreadsheet, documentation, reports, presentation, and collaboration. So we are moving away from just content-based teaching to focusing on life skills. We also support a lot of the extracurricular programs. I wanted to make sure that I do a call out for that. The soccer team has been champion in the region for a long time. Our track and field, there are a lot of kids who have been getting scholarships and are now in the US. There are so many of these opportunities. And I don't know it's a long night, so we will post everything for you to see next time. So that's it from me for now.
Thank you so much, Mr. McCallum. It really is appreciated. Yeah. And to all the teachers for giving up your time. And I think this is a testament to what a great program we have at Cedarbrae, that we have so many teachers willing to give us their night because they know the school is important. They know you, the students and families are important. They want you to hear that and see that. So I'm just going to turn it over now to conclude our night. Back to Ms. Dodham to kind of take us through to the very end and discuss next steps with you.
So I'm glad that so many of you stuck with us for this evening. We do have a guidance page on our Cedarbrae website. I saw a question that asked about where this video would be posted, where things will be posted. We have a section called Grade 8 to 9 Transition Process, and I have posted all the important things from the TDSB on that page, and we will be posting things from tonight on that page also. With respect to your course selection sheets, your principals and vice principals are going to be helping you do, and your grade 8 teachers helping you through that process of filling in my blueprint in your course selection sheets. I will be meeting actually this week with the principal of Cedarbrae, and I will meet with some of the others, and we are definitely willing to assist in this process of filling in course selection sheets. If you want to contact the school, please call, ask for Ms. Dodham in the guidance office. If you're not sure if you have to do optional attendance or not, we are willing to answer lots and lots of questions for you because we know it's a tough year going from grade 8 to grade 9. So I thank you so much for coming. Please do visit us at the Cedarbrae website, go to our guidance page. And if you have questions, we are here for you. Please contact our school. Have a wonderful evening, and thank you so much to the teachers, parents, students, for all of you that have been here tonight. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much.
Wonderful evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you in September.
Absolutely.